And here is the second way for creating strategical positions. You should trade pieces. Well, this is pretty obvious actually. The more pieces you trade, the less quantity of tactical possibilities your opponent will have. And here I'd like to make one important note. Please don't think that trading pieces will lead to a draw. Definitely not. Remember, you're playing against a taker. He will try to attack always, even in an endgame. He will try to mate your king, even if he doesn't have enough resources for that. In fact, such a taken player will just make mistakes, will weaken his position, and this is how he can win even a simple and equal endgame position. Okay, I hope this is pretty clear, so let's go to the next item. Next, while playing against attackers, you should create a strong center. Now I will show you what I mean by this item. Now let me show you why a strong center is so important when you play against attackers. We know a general rule which states that the central situation is the most important. If you have a strong center, then an opponent's flank attack will not be dangerous for you. Your center will control lots of squares on the chessboard. It's like your shield. And that's why it will be very difficult for your opponent to go forward and to go through this shield. At the same time, your opponent will try to attack anyway, just because he is an attacking player, but his attack will not be effective, and it will be rather a time wasting. That's why by using this shield of a strong center, you will feel comfortable, and your opponent will be doomed for unsuccessful attack. Okay, here white played h4, he's trying to attack anyway, and black replied g6. Usually it's very dangerous to move pawns when your opponent is attacking you. But in this position the black center is so strong that black even may make this move. An idea of the move g6 is to place the bishop on the f5 then, which will help black in his counterattack over the white's king. White played f6, bishop f8. By the way, you can see that even if white plays h5 and takes on the g6, black will recapture by the f-pawn, and it will be still very difficult for white to create any real threats after that. Black always can play bishop f5, closing the f-file, and everything is well protected. In the game white played knight d2, trying to exchange the black's active knight. Also, by the way, you can see that it's very difficult for white to bring this b3 knight into the game and to bring it closer to his kingside attack, just because there are no available central squares for his knight, thanks to the black's strong center. Okay, black played knight d6, knight f1, bishop f5. Now black is developing his counterattack, he's attacking the c2 pawn, then knight c4, rook g2, d4. Okay, bishop e6, queen g3. You can see that during the whole game all the white's pieces are on the first ranks, and it's very difficult for white to move them forward and to create any real threats for black. And this is all because of the black's strong center. Now white plays h5. This move doesn't create any problems for black, doesn't create any threats. e3, and then after knight e3 black has a forcing win, because after queen c4 white is defenseless, he cannot prevent queen a2 mate.